Hello, my name is Claire McLoughlin. I'm the co-founder of Friendly Composting. We make living sustainable, simple, and accessible for communities. Climate change is one of the biggest threats to mankind, and it is one heck of a problem to solve. It is causing anxiety and uncertainty across the world, and the solutions need to come from local sources. One of the biggest contributors to climate change is food waste. 1/3 of the world's food is wasted each year, which contributes 6% of global greenhouse gas emissions. The majority of food waste gets sent to the landfill. When food waste is sent to the landfill, it doesn't have access to air, which causes it to produce carbon dioxide and methane. Methane gas is 25 times more effective at trapping heat in the Earth's atmosphere than carbon dioxide. Food waste is an incredibly valuable resource. It's filled with nutrients that can be composted into nutrient-rich soil. Each year, 33% of the world's soil erodes. Quality soil is a renewable resource, but we need to make sure that we're replenishing it. So if composting is so important, why isn't everybody doing it? Number one, there's a lack of education surrounding the importance of proper processing of food waste. Number two, accessibility. People either don't have a backyard or they don't have access to a curbside program. And number three, it's a dirty job. There's cleaning involved, there might be pest control involved depending on how good you are at composting, and it's an ongoing chore. In March 2020, the week that BC shut down for COVID, my business partner, Katie Forsyth, and I were living in an apartment and found ourselves frustrated sending our food scraps to the landfill. We decided to collect our food scraps on our own and took them to the city's composting site, where we learned that they only accepted yard waste, not food waste. We knew we couldn't be the only community members frustrated by the lack of composting accessibility, so we bought some buckets from the thrift store and voluntold some of our friends to start collecting their compostables. We connected with Jillian Watt from the Sustainable Ranching Program at Thompson Rivers University, who loved what we wanted to do, and she generously allowed us to use her land to do it. She has been an integral part of our journey to this day. We thought that compost was going to be simple to figure out, but it turned out there was a lot more science behind it than we thought. Thankfully, we were able to surround ourselves with people who were willing to help us learn. Traditionally, waste management is a public service provided by municipalities. Unfortunately, municipalities move slowly, they're very expensive, and you never know where composting lands on their political agenda. Friendly composting can be a fast-acting solution that provides accessibility to a composting solution for the community. Friendly composting eliminates 3 of the main barriers that keep households and businesses from composting. We take your bin away and leave you with a clean one each week. And we take care of all the processing so you don't have to. Once we got a grasp on composting and gained support from the community, we saw a huge opportunity to further our impact. We visit so many homes on a weekly basis, we decided to expand our services to include local product delivery. Composters can subscribe monthly, and their subscription gives them access to our local online shop and delivery service. Their order gets delivered to their door on their compost pickup day. We partnered with over 20 local businesses to connect our composters with their products. The value of our local partnerships is intangible, and has resulted in a ripple effect of local collaboration.
You guys are amazing. You're always trying to push us to be greener and greater. We want to let you know that your business model not only helped us, but also helps the local community and helps empower other local small businesses.
We can honestly say that without your guys' support, our business would not be as successful.
Very true. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
We plan to soon open up our local product delivery services to the entire community. Eating local shortens the food supply chain, which reduces food waste, stimulates the local economy, and supports biodiversity. Our goal is to build circular economies by strengthening food systems and providing proper waste management. A large component of what we do is educating our community on the importance of composting. We provide education through social media and the farmers market, as well as speaking to elementary classes and Rotary groups. We are working with a nonprofit organization to increase our educational impact by creating a sustainability and composting resource center for the community. Now more than ever, people are wanting to take the initiative to reduce their carbon footprint and do their part in slowing climate change. Friendly composting allows people to do just that.
Huge shout out to Claire and the Friendly Composting team for bringing something to Kamloops that we needed so desperately and making it so easy and convenient to compost. And I'm very proud of you for what you've done in this community.
We have maintained a 5-star rating on Google, received countless recommendations and referrals, and was voted one of the best home services in Kamloops after just 4 months of operating. We were growing fast, so we hired our first employee, Parker, and moved into a warehouse space to tackle winter composting. Our team has since grown to include 3 full-time employees and 9 part-time drivers.
I joined the Friendly Composting team as a delivery driver, and I gotta say it was a lot of fun. They connected with local businesses, many of whom I recognized from the farmers market, and offered to deliver their products to their customers. I highly recommend Friendly Composting. 10 out of 10, the best.
In just 1 year, we have secured over 550 residential composters and over 15 commercial composters, including the mall food court, breweries, coffee shops, and restaurants. We've also been able to hold 2 food drives, which allowed us to donate over 750 pounds to the Kamloops Food Bank. All Friendly Composting merchandise is thrifted and hand-embroidered locally to minimize our carbon footprint. We divert approximately 3,000 kilograms of food waste from the landfill each week, which is the average weight of an adult male hippopotamus. In our first year of business, we have diverted nearly 150,000 kilograms of food waste from the landfill. This has prevented the emission of over 150 metric tons of greenhouse gases, which is equivalent to taking 404 cars off of the road. We are currently working to redistribute soil back into the community to farmers, community gardens, and the Friendly Composters who helped create it. We have received plenty of interest from other communities welcoming Friendly into their city. We are developing a strategic partnership with Spa Hills Farm to expand our commercial services regionally within the Okanagan. We have worked with a web developer to create an online platform specific to Friendly Composting that can be replicated and implemented in other communities that would benefit from Friendly Composting's circular business model. Since the beginning of our Friendly Composting journey, we have been in contact with the city about their waste management plans. They are now gathering public input as the first stages of developing a curbside compost pickup program. We are working with the city to fill the composting gaps in our community. The city is focusing on residential single-family dwellings with a goal of implementing their program by 2023. Friendly Composting will continue to operate residentially and fill the gap for businesses and multifamily complexes within Kamloops, as well as continuing to service neighborhoods outside of Kamloops city limits. We consider ourselves lucky to have had such a busy and innovative year while the weight of the pandemic has been heavy on many. We are grateful for this community that has made it all possible and have endless thanks for every single person who has lended a helping hand along the way. The future looks friendly, and we cannot wait to see where this journey takes us next.